Hi guys, my name is Nina and this is my video on getting ready with me because I need to get ready for the day. I mean, it's like 3 p.m. This is my first time getting ready for the day, but I need to. And then also I want to talk about sleep training because I watched a lot of YouTube videos about sleep training when I was like at the breaking point about to lose my sanity, which I pretty much already mostly lost at that point. And then so yeah, I thought I'd just give my pointers and just give my, I guess, what's the word, story to how I sleep trained my baby boy Zeke. He's behind me right now. This is actually his room. If you can't tell, there's like a baby towel right there, and there's a changing table. We are in the midst of trying to renovate our house, so this is the best this has the best natural lighting in the whole room. That's what I'm trying to say. So get ready with me and let's get into this video. All right, so my makeup routine has changed drastically in the past month, I would say. I used to just take like, I really like Maybelline's Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation, but I would just just put it in the center and like and then put like some concealer under my eyes. But I've noticed in some pictures I've been looking like, you know how you have that flash? And I didn't realize I was looking that way in pictures. I was like, I don't really like the way my makeup looks in pictures. So I'm gonna change things up. So I followed this girl on Instagram. Her name is Sammy Jeffcoat. And she did like this no makeup look and I loved it. I was like, oh my gosh, that's exactly what I need. So I decided to pick up a few products that she had. I know, I am a sucker for stuff like that. So, which is why I started a YouTube channel, because I like talking about makeup. So anyway, so what I already like washed and moisturized my skin and everything like that. So it's nice and moisturized. I am using the Bobbi Brown Vitamin E Rich primer, hydrating primer. Is that right? But I've noticed I can't use it when I already moisturize my skin for the day, and it has SPF. I have to use the SPF on my skin. I feel like kind of naked without SPF, which makes no sense. But so anyway, so what I normally start with is I got the NARS. I just started using this. I had never used it before. The NARS creamy concealer, and I love it. I'm color medium 3 or praline. That's the color. I need my. I'm not organized for this. I have my mirror here, so bear with me if I'm not looking at the camera. I'll try my best. I should leave it right here. No, leave it here. Okay, so basically all I do is I just go and put it under my dark circles here, because since I'm like already naturally prone to dark circles, because it's actually hereditary in my family, and I got it. So I just pretty much put it under my eyes, on my nose, because my nose gets really red. I have a lot of red in my skin. I have very weird, like, I feel like my coloring isn't like totally, I don't know what the word is. I don't feel like it's not unnatural. What the heck am I trying to say here? It's hard to, there's times where I've noticed it's hard to match my skin color because I have so much red in my skin. And it can become very frustrating. But makeup products have gotten a lot better since the early 2000s. So especially for girls of color, that's for sure. So then I just put that all in. Pat. I learned how to pat. Put it on my lid. Okay, I do wear eyeshadow every day. Of course, I'm gonna show you. This is like my everyday makeup, by the way. So yeah, pat that in. Pat, pat, pat. And I put it on my jawline to like match up everything. I don't know, I just think it looks better. And then, of course, don't forget your neck. I love this concealer so much. It like literally blends in beautifully and it matches my skin perfectly. Yeah, so I go in with that. So yeah, so sleep training. Yeah, so basically the reason I can't do 2 things at one time, especially when I'm talking in a video. It's gonna be very interesting. So you guys really need to just like bear with me. Just bear with me. What is next? What do I do next? I'm so used to just grabbing stuff and just doing it. Oh yeah. So I go in with the Hollywood Flawless filter. in number 5 tan. I love this stuff. I did not think I would like this stuff at all, but I really, really love it. It just gives you like this gorgeous glow. See, I can put it on here like that. I put it right here. I don't know if you're supposed to put it there, and I put a little here. Yeah, so the reason we started sleep training my son is because it was getting to the point where I was not sleeping at all. Oh, I'm gonna do this. Yeah, so I wasn't sleeping, and it got to the point where I kind of like started hating my life because what he would do is he was using me as a prop to sleep. And if I'm using this stuff wrong, please let me know, because I could totally be using this flawless filter the wrong way, but I like it. But anyway, so yeah, so he started using me to fall asleep, and it was getting to a point where I would just like wake up at like 4 o'clock in the morning and just could not go to sleep for like until 6. And by 6, he's awake. So I'm just like, well, this isn't really working. And I was becoming I noticed I didn't realize I was as sleep deprived as I actually was. But I started noticing that I was becoming really forgetful, and I don't forget. Yes, baby. Yeah, am I talking about you? I've been noticing I was getting like really forgetful about like normal stuff. Like I had to run to the store like 4 times for one occasion, and I was like, why did I do that? I'm like, why did I forget that? I would never forget that normally. So I noticed like I was forgetting like certain dates. Like my husband Zach would tell me things, and normally I remember like everything he tells me, and he is like, no, remember I told you that, remember? And I was like, no, I don't remember you telling me that. He's like looking at me like, are you all right? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't think I am anymore. So yeah, so that's why I was talking to my sister-in-law, and she had a son like 5 years ago, and she told me about this lady. She told me about Sleep Sense, and she gave me the link, and I was like super skeptical. I was like, oh my God, are you serious? Like basically the method we chose was to stay in the room with the baby. And I thought that was going to be like seriously the most difficult thing I ever had to do, because I react to my son's cries. It's really hard for me to listen to him cry for a long period of time, because I feel like he's dying, and in reality he is not. So yeah, so that was hard. That was hard. But it's been going really well. I can't even believe it. I mean, yeah, it was really started to affect me emotionally. Like to the point I wasn't really like that stable. Like I had no motivation, and like when I first had him and his sleep was fine and everything, like he wasn't in that prop mode where he was like just feeding off of me, literally feeding off of me every hour. It was driving me nuts. So I don't know. I thought I had a lot more motivation, and I just noticed I was like just kind of became a couch potato, and I felt kind of miserable. I don't like living my life like that either. So I like to be busy. Always have. Let me get this. Okay. So I'm going in with my NARS tinted moisturizer in St. Moritz. And this is new too, and I don't use that much. I use that literally like not even a pea size. Yeah, it's a pea size, I'll say. So yeah, so we started sleep training last Wednesday. The first night was awful, as you can probably imagine, because he literally cried for like an hour. Actually, that wasn't that bad. Apparently that's not bad. She said in the book that they will cry from 45 to an hour, which he cried an hour and 15 minutes, which isn't horrible, but still you don't want to hear your baby cry for any amount of time. At least I don't. So yeah, so that's that. That was hard. And then I was so shocked because he like literally just like kind of like, he was putting the blanket in his mouth a lot, and I didn't realize that was what he was going to use as his how to soothe himself. I thought he was going to use his thumb, because he used to suck his thumb, and he just stopped randomly one day, just stopped sucking his thumb. And yeah, so that's pretty much how that all started. And that night he woke up he slept really well. He slept from 8 p.m. to, shoot, I have it on my notes and I should have wrote it down. Yeah, he slept from like 8 p.m. to like 3:45 a.m., which was great. So in the book, she says that we can go in 3 minutes. If he doesn't like snooze himself back to sleep in 3 minutes, we could go in. But she's like, if you really want to go hardcore, you can wait 10 minutes. And I was like, I'm waiting the 10 minutes because I don't think 3 minutes is enough for him. So we did. We waited the 10 minutes and he wasn't going down. So I ended up going back in. I kind of messed up the first night because I forgot to feed him. I was so anxious about doing all the steps properly to get him to bed, like get him in that routine. Like we gave him a bath. I put on lotion. Put him in PJs. Read books. Make sure I gave him a kiss goodnight. Said I love you. And I forgot to feed him, and he didn't even eat that much that night either, which was my fault. So I took him back out of the bed, fed him, made sure he was full. Then I put him back in. He like freaked out, of course. So where was I going with that? But anyway, so he slept till 3:45 a.m. I went back in the room, I fed him, and I put him back in the bed, and he did cry for like 45 minutes. No, he cried for 50 minutes. And you just have to come up with like keywords to tell them, to let them know that it's bedtime and you can't pick them up. And so basically what me and my husband were saying, like, no baby, it's bedtime, it's time to go to bed, it's bedtime, and it's like it's night night. And then it's like seeing like little stuff like that, so they know it's like I can't, it's like, or like a lot of times I like telling him that he was okay, because he would like kind of look at me and I was like, you're okay, but it's bedtime, it's time to go to sleep, put your head down. So stuff like that. And so what else am I doing here? This is the slowest I've ever done my makeup. This is literally supposed to only take me like no more than 5 minutes. So I go in with my Gimme Brow by Benefit, and I have number 6. Everything is off of here now, so I don't remember what color this is. I just know it's like a dark brown, because that's what I need. If my hair looks like super gross and greasy, it's because it is, and I'm getting my hair done tomorrow. And I think I'm gonna go like super, super, super dark. If he will do it. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm a little bummed out. My hairdresser like only works in the mornings now. And I knew about that, and I made the appointment anyway. But I don't work, and my husband, he's self-employed, and he works. So I made the appointment. I made sure it was okay with him first. He's like, yeah, I'll make an exception, but I don't know if I could keep doing that. So I feel kind of bad. And my hairdresser doesn't work the weekends either. So I have to find a new hairdresser probably, because I need nighttime hours for Zeke's sake. So that's going to be interesting. And I'm so, like, I hate going to new people, because once I get comfortable with somebody and they know my hair, like, I've been going to him for 2-3 years now. I'll say a good 2 years. So I think he knows my hair pretty well. And then he did like, well, I don't know if you can even see it now, but he did like ombre on it. It grew out a lot. This is all from pregnancy, by the way, all this hair. My hair was to here when I got pregnant. Yeah, it was like right here. Like just below my shoulder, but like all this new growth is from. But I'm afraid, I just really hope he doesn't chop all of it off. That's the only problem. What am I talking about? I'm gonna stop talking about my hair. That's not what we're on here for. So anyway, so that was the first night. And then he woke up at 3:45. I got him back down by 4:50, he finally fell asleep. And he didn't wake up again until 7:45 the next morning. And I was like, or that morning. And I was kind of like, you ever like wake up startled? I woke up startled. I was like, 7:45, and Zach's like, yeah, he's still asleep. I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe it. So I think the first night was actually really successful. So I can't really complain about that. And so I did that. Oh, so this is my new favorite palette. It's the NYX Professional Ultimate Shadow Palette. You can pick it up at Target. You can pick it up anywhere. It's the warm neutral one. I literally picked these two colors, that pinky one and that brown one. I mix them together, and that's pretty much my go-to shadow every single day. And I use my finger, and I just thought, and I normally use a primer, but I feel kind of lazy. I don't feel like using a primer. Even though a primer does make a big difference. That is so true. Especially my lids. My lids get pretty oily. They haven't been I think ever since I've been pregnant. Hey. He's talking. Ever since I've been pregnant, I noticed my skin has not been as oily as it normally is. But I do go to an esthetician too, so I wonder if it's the mixture of the two. Because I noticed when I've been going to an esthetician, my skin is definitely not as oily as it normally was, because my skin used to get really oily. Also, I think I wore too much makeup, like foundation. Like I was wearing way too much. It was gross. Yeah, so I just make sure, I don't know if you can see that. I just go in and just pat it. It's really light. I mean, that's the whole point. I don't want it to be dark. And lately I've been doing this. I'm going in with a fluffy brush. And I go into the darker color. And I'll deepen the crease a little bit. That's new. That's something new I've been doing. Don't ask me why. I just thought, I like that deeper. And that's so weird. I've never put like metallic shade on before. I always love matte shades. And I still do love a good matte shade. But I don't know. It just like brightens up my face. And I don't know. I just find it looks pretty. Yeah, so that was successful. Now the naps were interesting. So I decided to just start putting him in the crib when I saw he was actually getting tired. And say, okay, baby, it's nap time. I think it's time to take a nap. And I would lay him in the crib, and yes, he would cry a little bit. The first time I did it, he only cried for like literally 5 minutes, and he fell asleep. So I don't know if you can even notice. Yeah, it looks really patchy, but it's not. It's just, I'm just deepening the crease to like give it some more definition. So yeah, so, okay, I'm really gonna need to concentrate for this because I'm putting eyeliner on, and I really need to concentrate. So yeah, so that, actually worked out really well for us. So yeah, so basically like keeping him in the routine, letting him know that it was getting time to go to bed, just being diligent in like not taking him out of the crib. I think that's like the biggest thing, is to not take the baby out of the crib. Because once you take him out, they're like, oh, okay, well then mom's gonna take me out of the crib now so I can do whatever. And the second night was even better. So he cried, I think he cried for like a half an hour, and then he fell asleep. But I think that was it, right? Yeah, he just fell asleep. And then we didn't hear from him again until like 4 a.m., which was awesome. And then Zach went in that night, and he fell asleep like almost within 10 minutes after he went. No, he said an hour. He said it took him an hour to get back down. And then he slept till 7 the next morning, which has been awesome, because that means I'm getting sleep. That means I'm actually getting like a full-fledged, at least a good 6-hour block of sleep. So hallelujah. So we've been doing it for a week now. Well, tomorrow is a week, but he's already gotten used to me putting him down for naps. I don't have to console him once in a blue moon. Like yesterday was a little tricky with a nap. Like he just would not go down, and he was like fighting me on it. So I would come in here and sit with him, but like tell him like, hey, it's nap time. You need to lay down. And then finally he would like soothe himself to sleep. Now, bedtime, that's actually been working out better, because I notice he goes down faster when Zach's in the room because I'm food. So I notice that when I'm in the room, it takes him a lot longer to settle down for the night. And that's a little frustrating for me, because there are times I'm just like, I'm tired from the day, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I just need to go to sleep right now. But it's been so wonderful when he goes down at like 8 p.m. and then I can just do whatever I need to do. Or I can just literally sit on the couch, have a glass of wine, and then just veg out and just relax. Or I could just hang out with my husband. Sometimes I feel like I just want to hang out with Zach and just, talk about how our day went and everything, and remember that I'm still married. So, okay, so I'm gonna skip this for today. This is not gonna work. That's gonna be too hard. I don't know how girls do this on screen. Put eyeliner on, I mean. If you're wondering, it's the Maybelline Lasting Drama Waterproof Gel Pencil, and I like it a lot, actually. It doesn't move. What's wrong? What else am I doing? Okay. So I didn't forget I always do mascara last. That's like literally like next to powder. That's like one of the last things I do. So now I'm going to end with my bronzer. This is the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula, and it's the deep bronzer. I like the deep bronzer. What's wrong? Okay, 1 second. What's wrong? Why are we upset? You okay? Here. I doing? Bronzer. I think he's getting upset because I'm not showing him any attention right now. Yep, so I go with my bronzer. I put it on my cheeks too. Can you even see this? I don't like do it. I can't really tell what I'm doing on this camera. So, and then you put it on my cheeks a little bit, and I brush it into my hairline. I don't even know if you, can you even tell? I don't know. I can't tell. Oh yeah, I can tell there. Well, I still use this. So yeah, so we're a week in. Almost, well, pretty much a week in. Oh yeah, you can see that. And it's been working out wonderful. Now, lately he has been kind of like fighting us going down to bed for some reason, and I'm not really sure why, because he was just going to bed and then like falling asleep within 10 minutes. And then now, lately, I've noticed he's been like kind of fighting us a little. Like I don't know. And I know we're gonna have some bad nights. I know we're not gonna have not every day's gonna be great. I mean, he's still a human. He's still a baby. He still has, I don't know, still has his thing. My blush I've been using is the NYX Sweet Cheeks Matte, and I have the color Bang Bang. I really like this blush a lot, and a little goes a long way. I don't need a lot. I try really hard not to put too much. I keep using it as a mirror. I was trying to go without blush for the longest time, but it's not my favorite look. I need some color. Like, some girls can just go bronzer, and I think some girls look really beautiful with just bronzer on, but I can't. I don't know. I don't know if it's to counteract the red in my cheeks, and I just thought maybe it'll look more natural if I do it that way. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's makeup. You can only look so natural when you wear makeup. And my favorite part of all, mascara. This is seriously one of my all-time favorite mascaras right now. It's the Voluminous Lash Paradise one, in the pink bottle. Not waterproof. I don't like waterproof. What is going on over here? You were just happy. Okay. Here he is. Say hello. I'll say hi. Hi. You a little upset? He did just wake up from a nap, so I was trying to do this with him sleeping, but it didn't work out that way. All right, this is gonna be really hard with holding you. Can I sit you here? Ooh, look. I got clean brushes here. Here, you want a brush? Don't put that in your mouth. No, don't put it in your mouth. You can touch it, but don't put it in your mouth. No. Okay, all right, I'm almost done. Here, actually, you can hold this. This is clean too. Here. All right, let's put this mascara on real quick. I cannot live without mascara, seriously. Someone asked, you can only bring 3 things with you onto a deserted island, what would it be? I was like, my hair gel, my mascara, and water. It's really, I could learn how to hunt. Okay, this is so boring. Okay, I'm not even sure what I'm talking about because I should have written everything down, what I was going to say. But I don't even think this has been helpful. I think I just distracted myself by doing my makeup while talking about sleep training. So that really did not help anybody out. I could do an update on it though, and I could be more precise about what I'm talking about. I'm a good multitasker. It's just I can't when I'm looking at a screen and then I'm doing like too many things at one time. I think that's the problem. So, oh baby, don't. Okay. And I always put mascara on. Oh, if you're wondering, I don't normally put eyeshadow under my eye. I feel like it closes my eye in. Remember there was that look everyone was doing really popular that you put eyeliner like on the waterline of your lash line. I should have never done that. I always felt like my eye always looked great with a cat eye, but I never looked good with mascara, like not mascara, liner all over my eye. Like I don't know what I'm trying to say. Now I'm distracted by the baby, so there's too much going on right now. Am I satisfied with that? Yeah, I have to be like really satisfied with my mascara. 1 second. I can't just swipe it on and just go. It has to be voluminous. It has to be the right thickness. And I want it all separated. I don't want it clumpy. Okay, I'm happy with that. Ew, what? Don't put that in your mouth. Ew. Okay, we're almost done. And the last thing is powder. I use the Maybelline Fit Me powder, loose powder, and I like it. No. I guess he found new things to do. Now when it comes to powder, I try really hard to like concentrate on like my T-zone. I really don't feel, oh my gosh, I keep doing that. I really, I don't know what I'm doing. No. Okay, fine. Ew, did you put mouth in this? That's it, I'm done. No, Zeke, you cannot put that in your mouth, that's gross. I'm sorry, should have gave you a toy. Okay, I'm not even sure if you guys even got anything out of that. That was awful. So I'm gonna try something different next time. I'm gonna like focus on one subject. I'm serious, how do you girls do that? Like how do they make videos when they have, okay, well moms don't do this, I noticed. They just stick to one subject, like this is what you're gonna get, here's your video, on to the next, right? Right? Okay, so I'm gonna sign off. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. If not, you can always tell me don't ever make a video like this again. And I won't. So until next time, I hope there is a next time. I have a lot of videos that I want to do that I think will be beneficial to people. Like I have a curly, yeah, like my hair's not naturally straight. It's actually very curly. I have mixed girl hair. So with that said, it's, if you understand. So yeah, I'm signing off. Bye-bye.